I'm the MCMNG.
And I'm Master Shenlo.
Coming to you live from the house.
With another tale from the deep.
Yeah, make sure y'all are liking, subscribing, sharing, telling your friends, your aunt, your grandma, your cousin, your nephew, your niece. And don't forget that we post new episodes every Thursday. So
Exactly. Stay tuned, man. Don't fall out the loop, yo. Don't fall out the loop. This is a loop you want to be in, let me tell you. This one right here, there's just so much going on. This is an endless loop of infinite possibility. You just never know what you're going to get. Infinite. Yeah, we're here. We're chilling. We got some fucking green, some Doja, ready to smoke up.
Hell yeah. Another nice day in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, yeah. Do you have... Oh, you got a lighter right here.
Maybe one or two.
You got a lighter? Oh. Let me not become my customers, man. These customers sometimes they're like, yo, where's the bananas? Oh, they're just right next to me, man. This this long ass, table full of bananas. This one's organic and this is regular.
That'd be happening a lot, huh? And then like, oh, maybe if I would just look a little further. Like, yeah, maybe. But I mean, it's okay.
But it's the most hysterical when it's the bananas, bro. At my store, at least, because that's like our biggest display.
Yeah, it's like to the roof.
Yeah, it's like half the department. So when you got someone coming in here, it's like, where's your bananas at? You're like, what, bro? It's like the first thing you see when you walk in. If you walk in from the doors facing produce, you see the bananas, and it's because it's facing the door. So I just don't understand how people miss it. It must have came in from the other side or something.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, man, it's interesting too. Just like even what attention. Attention is a very interesting thing. Like, have you ever seen like those videos where it's like, it's like it tells you to like pay attention to the dancers, right? And then it's like, did you notice the bear in the back?
Yeah, yeah, right.
It's crazy, man. It's real. Like even like magic, that's what it's all about. It's about attention. Mm-hmm. And like,
you just what is it?
Sleight of hand.
You just bring their attention somewhere else, and then while you're doing this over here, yeah, you never know, man. Yeah. Maybe it's really magic. Maybe they're really doing something. I don't fucking know sometimes.
Sorcery.
Bro, there's some people out there be doing some shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What? Hold on. What?
I believe it, man. Skill's a crazy thing, too. Some skill is fucking almost magical.
Just being able to do shit, make shit happen, bro. Life's magic, bro. Like...
Man, like honestly, something I've like at my job, like I don't know if you've ever seen it yet, but a skill that like my old manager had is like the double pallet, like being able to pull one and push one, and just taking it from one side of the store to the other. It's
I could do that too.
Shit, I haven't really tried that one yet, bro. But that's just like when I first saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, that's skill right there. Like, cause at first, I never used jack before I started there. But like after a while, obviously it's easy. But just like when you first start and you try to push it instead of pull it, like, But it's interesting though. Like that's skill right there. That's
jacks
tight.
especially, bro, because they're hard to push.
Especially if it's a shitty jack.
Oh, my God.
Like dragging a dead horse, man.
That shit sucks. They get caught on the easiest shit, bro. Like the smallest little pebble or something.
Just like little chip of wood, this thin. It's like done.
What, bro? You think you can't break that?
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it, man. That like the smallest thing will just get in front of those wheels. I wonder if they can't put like some sort of like tire with tread or something on them. You know what I mean? Like if that's like an issue.
Maybe it's like a space thing. Maybe it'll take up a lot more space. They just have to widen the areas and shit.
Yeah, it could be a design thing. I can see that.
The design flaw.
Maybe that's like an extra $2,000. That's not in the budget.
Maybe they designed it like this first. And they're like, it would be better if we would have put rubber wheels on them. Because now we got this instance. But, man, that's going to cost so much more money to fix that. Let's just leave it. Fuck that. We'll just sell them. Maybe we'll fix them later. We'll come out with some new ones or something.
I guess maybe it might have to do with the weight. But, cars, they have rubber wheels and air and shit,
Yeah.
I don't see why you couldn't do that with those. Maybe it just has to do with the maintenance or something.
It's the design, bro. It's definitely just the design. They probably just didn't think about it, bro.
Well, maybe they designed it for maintenance, so they didn't have to keep it fixed,
Oh, yeah.
One less thing to fix on there.
Yeah.
Just concrete tires.
That makes sense, I guess, yeah. So it doesn't, you don't have to fucking repair a flat all the time. Like, that shit would suck to have to repair a flat power jack.
Being part of our job. Hey, there's a flat jack over here. Do you mind changing that out real quick? It's like,
yeah, that shit would be kind of miserable. Maybe they did think about it. They're like, hold on. They had a design with tires on it. They're like, honestly, bro, I don't want to have to repair this shit. This is a small ass tire. You know how hard it is to get that bitch on there? I can't even imagine trying to get it off.
woo.
I guess that would make sense, though.
Yeah. Dude, I just cleaned this out, too. That thing's fucking smooth.
Do you even have a name for your bong?
I've never really named it. I mean...
I know, I thought that. That's why I asked.
I mean, I like maybe just the clown, but I like all the clowns on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of faded now, but...
It's old. It's an old one, bro. You got this shit forever. And this is all resin.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because it's not even resin on the inside. It's just, I don't know, it's like that.
Think that's from our hands? Just dirty?
Maybe just rubbing it. Maybe rubbing it off or something.
Or maybe the color's mixing from rubbing it, yeah. Huh.
Who knows? But how do you clean your pipes and stuff?
I haven't cleaned my pipes in forever.
Yeah.
I usually used to just boil them.
Boil them.
Yeah, just freaking...
Glass or metal?
Yeah.
Just boil them?
Yeah, scrape them and shit. But, yeah, how would you clean this? Yeah.
Well, so I just cleaned the stem and the bowl itself. But, essentially, I just put it in rubbing alcohol. I've kind of figured it out, at least the way that one works. So I'll just put it in like a plastic tub, and fill it up to where it's kind of just sunk in it. And then I'll leave it for like maybe an hour or something. At, Freakies, Marley's, they'll have these pipe cleaners, the little bristle things. I'll just go in, get some gloves and shit. While it's in there, I'll just kind of like rub it while it's underneath the alcohol and stuff and just get it all loose. And then, essentially that pretty much does it. It's getting it all while it's underneath the alcohol and it gets it all out. This thing is kind of like the hardest because, inside it goes in. Yeah. So for the most part, I try to get as much as I can in the alcohol. But then afterwards, because, I rinse them out and wash them and stuff too, just because, get the alcohol and everything out of there. But while I'm doing that, while I'm rinsing and washing them out, I'll get another of those poker things and just like scrape the inside of it and just get it as much as I can. And I mean, it does the trick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people used to do the alcohol. I never liked to do the alcohol because I like to actually smoke the resin, usually. At least back in the day I did. So that's why I never used to freaking do the alcohol one. But, yeah, the alcohol works really good, actually. It's better than boiling it, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't... Not to be, like, bougie or anything. I just haven't smoked resin in a while.
Me neither.
Because mainly I just do, this, and, all the resin is just in the downstem, and it mainly just gets in my way. It's like, you're interrupting my smoke. But, no, resin, I mean, in reality, though, it's a culmination of a lot of good weeds, So, I mean, the potency obviously would be, higher, so that's not something to, discredit.
So, yeah, me personally, like, I don't smoke resin like I used to. Like, I have my pipe, right? Sometimes it gets too clogged, so I resin hit it to fucking just clear some space. I'm like, all right. I get like 5 hits out of it. I honestly don't get the same high from resin. I don't. I feel like I get a different high from shake, resin, wax, and weed. Like good, like chronic. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
It's all different.
Yeah, personally, I don't mind reclaim. I feel like that's a little different. Because I feel like it's just the same thing. It's just stuff that didn't, it got burned, but it got cooled down before it got down into the, your lungs.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Because I mean, like honestly, like that's the same, you know. But that stuff is honestly really potent too. Like reclaim shit, like. But I mean, you know, people are, you know, some people are bougie about it.
Have you been smoking wax lately?
Mainly my pen. I haven't been doing dabs and stuff so much recently. I tried it like about 2 months ago. I kind of just put it up and wanted to give it a break. And then about like maybe 2 weeks ago now, I just been using my pen.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't took dabs in a minute, but yeah, I have a wax pen too that I use from time to time. Whenever I get some wax for it. Yeah, I rolled the fucking end too tight.
Rip it.
That's how my brother used to roll the ends, bro. He used to roll them like that to where they're like needle thin. You gonna barely hit that shit. You can hit it for the first like half, almost like 3/4 of it. But once it gets too resin, you can't hit it no more. I was like, bro, you gotta stop rolling them that thin. He's like, that's just how I roll.
No offense to your brother, but he really do be rolling them east side joints. Blunts.
He's from the east side though. It's some real shit. It's some real shit, bro. Like it was a joking thing back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But it's some real shit when you got dudes from different sides. They roll bigger blunts than the other. I'm telling you, in the West we roll big blunts. It's known. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Even the East Siders know. In the West they got the big blunts. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
Gorilla fingers.
Gorilla fingers, exactly.
Yeah, man. It's interesting, you know, us coming from, you know, down inner city Denver, the west side.
Yeah.
It's, you know, like even like talking with my dad, you know, like for us that's like, you know, the west. But I mean it is. Cuz I mean it's like I guess the beginning of the west, you know, essentially maybe. But like, you know, my father essentially seems like the Westwoods, you know, that's the true west side and stuff like.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I've never heard that.
Yeah, like, you know,
see, I've heard
west.
I think I've heard I've heard this isn't the West.
No.
Yeah.
What is this, like north?
I say it's the West, bro. Like,
yeah,
honestly,
I mean,
a lot of people who are from the West who grew up over here too. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my cousins lived here, and a lot of there's a lot of Bloods over here. You know, this is West Side neighborhood. It's just West Colfax.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, maybe I would think Colfax might be like the divider, you know? Because like north, it's like north of Colfax, it's all like, you know, that's probably like no north side. You know, the Highlands and, well, now the Highlands, but you know, that area and everything.
Yeah, for sure, yeah, because, I don't think the West goes past Colfax.
Yeah, and
like
that'd
downtown.
North or east.
But your dad was saying like where by West High School is it in the West either?
Well, originally, you know, like his West, you know, where he grew up.
See, I heard they're not even West Side. I heard the Westwood isn't West Side.
No.
Yeah, I heard Westwoods are Westwood. They're not West Siders, bro. That's what I've always heard. I thought I don't know the logistics.
Well, it might be its own clique, but
yeah,
I mean,
I've always heard it was its own. It wasn't West Side though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like the area itself, you know. Because that's like essentially.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Real talk, you know, because I don't know. Below. You know, you got old school dudes out here. I'm sure that really know, you know, how it went down. I don't know. This is just what I was always told, you know. So
yeah,
mind me, don't mind me. You know?
And just our interpretation.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, gangs is something like real touchy. You know, you don't want to. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody or nothing.
We're not talking about gangs. We're not getting in about gangs. We're just talking about what we
hoods.
think.
It's hoods.
Yeah,
it's hoods. You know, see, people would take that.
The directional hood. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's real. People die for this shit, man. It's real. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, I mean. That's something that's always blown my mind too, or it's come to blow my mind. You know, like it's real
from different places.
Yeah, you know. I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's not as hardcore here as it is in like some places like Cali and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I mean,
it
it's
definitely
different
does
areas
exist.
though too. You know, different. I mean, that's the thing. It's not your door, is it? Okay. I mean, you know, and people are, you know, it's people too. You know, I mean, any one person could be, you know, different than any other. You know, one person could really want to, you know, be that way. You know, and be the hardest person who's ever lived. You know, and show everybody the hardest person who ever lived. And that's just what they want. You know, and that doesn't have to be, you know, that could just be somebody, a random person. It doesn't have to be because of the hood or the whole hood. Mm-hmm. You know, and I mean, it's an interesting world. You know.
Yeah, that's interesting. You say that. Dizzy Wright has this bar, right? He said, "You could be the hardest person walking, but the hardest person working is the bosses." You know what I'm saying? And that's some real shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know, like, it doesn't even matter you being the hardest. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing with yourself? You know, are you achieving a lot? You know, that's a huge thing. Just like my son, like that was his thing. You know, whenever he dropped that song, what was it? The Real Mind of My Son. Mm-hmm. The response to Hobson. You know how he talked about a real dude, a real person, and stuff like that. And he was like, nah, a real motherfucker is a person who handles business. He does whatever it takes to handle that business. You know what I'm saying? If that's all he's able to do is rob, didn't do this because of his circumstances, that's what he's got to do. You know, that was his argument. You know what I'm saying? You know, and of course, there's, you know, he's not saying that the person who's working isn't real either. You know what I'm saying? He's just saying that it's that person who's going to take care of what they got to do for that people, and that, you know, regardless, whatever it is, you know, whether they are that gangster in the streets, or they're that parent in the house, you know, busting their ass fucking 70 hours a week to take care of their freaking 4 kids that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro. Part of being real is providing.
Exactly, you know.
Provider.
And it's just caring, bro. You know what I'm saying? And actually just being considerate. You know, that's what it is. You know, I feel like, you know, of like what's real, really matters. You know, like, your people need to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit matters. And if that's what you prioritize, you know, you're gonna make sure you do whatever it takes to provide for that.
Yeah.
You know? So that's something I've been learning too, you know? Like, I've always just tried to be there for my people, you know. I've always just had that ingrained in me. But now, like, I'm older, you know, and I'm growing, you know, because I was always provided for. We're always provided for as kids. So now as you grow older, you become an adult. Now you got to become a provider back. You got to help out too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just fucking live off your family forever or whoever forever.
Yeah.
You know, we got to start providing, you know, for our people, you know? And like, when we got a little more, it doesn't hurt to freaking just give a little bit back. You know?
Yeah.
Especially when they was already providing for you your whole life. You know, a lot of them. Some of them. You know, you know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Those are the people you should be looking out for.
Definitely.
You know?
You know, it's sad too. And somebody, like, and it happens all too often. But one of my manager was telling me a story about how, like, there was this one associate at this one store who essentially they had given their kids, you know, bought them new cars and stuff, and, you know, given them everything, and, you know, did stuff with them. And then one day, you know, they fell off, you know, something got hurt and essentially left them, you know, disabled. And essentially, you know, because the father wasn't providing for them anymore, you know, they essentially, like, cut him off, you know, stopped talking to him, stopped, you know, visiting and, you know, being there for them because he ceased to be the provider, which in my mind took me back to the Metamorphosis. You know what I mean? Which is in that same vein, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
They just stopped, like, taking care of him.
Yeah, he stopped, you know, taking care of them. So, you know, they had to take care of themselves. You know, so they didn't need him anymore. You know, so they literally killed him. You know.
I kind of forget the book a little bit. It's been a minute since I read it.
Oh yeah, but says because essentially he was the provider, right? And he gets turned into a roach. He can't provide anymore. The family has to provide for themselves.
Oh,
but they still have this roach in their room, and once they get enough courage to finally do everything for themselves, they're like, okay, we got to get rid of this roach, and they kill their brother.
That is true. That's true, man.
Yeah, it's interesting, Yeah, it's a good. I love that story though. It's a good one.
Yeah, man. That was a good one. I gotta read it again. Shit. I was like, when I first read it, it fucking warped my mind, bro. I remember that. But now I kind of forgot it. I was like, oh shit. Oh yeah, I forgot about that book.
Yeah, that's good. Check out the Metamorphosis.
Yeah,
good
Metamorphosis.
Read. Short story by Franz Kafka.
Franz Kafka. It's a really good one.
Man, what a world.
Yeah, man. Life's a trip. You're going to hear us say that like probably so many times.
That should just be the headline of the show. Life's a trip.
Life's a trip. For real, that should be our slogan. Life's a trip.
Hell yeah, man. It is. It truly is.
Straight up. We say that so much.
It's stranger than fiction.
Yeah, man. Life is mystical, too.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be looking at it, I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Like last night, right? So I go to my homegirl's house. The homeboy comes and lets me in, right? And he opens the door for me, right? I go to grab the door, but I miss it. And he went to like try and push it, and he missed it. But the door still pushed open. I'm telling you, bro, it was a trip. Because he missed it because I guess he said he almost dropped his cup and shit. And he was like, what the fuck? And then he missed the door because he was going to push it open more. And it pushed open still for me. And I was just like, I was like, bro, telekinesis or something? I was like,
it's interesting.
My homegirl told me, she's like, nah, them dude, I told you, they went and fucked around at the cemetery, bro. Ever since they went and fucked around at the cemetery, this has been happening. Shit's
oh my
been
god,
happening.
they did? They went and chilled at the cemetery or something?
I guess they did this. I was like, damn, yeah, I wouldn't have done that, bro.
Will they do some grave dancing or what?
I don't know, man. Like,
you heard about that?
No,
grave dancing, just essentially dancing on graves.
Just go dancing on graves. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, bro,
like,
it's like fucked up. Like, damn.
That's so fucked up, bro. Why? Like,
yeah.
Ooh. Angry spirits.
Yeah, people are interesting. Some choices.
I was like, yeah, I would not do that.
Yeah, this just doesn't seem right. Like, morally. Like, I don't listen.
No,
it's not a party place.
Yeah, I think they like their people still, bro. Like, would you want someone just fucking coming dancing on you while you're sleeping? Dance and eat chicken. Come on, man. Like, hey, buddy. Hey.
Like, you want some? Like, you up down there?
Right? Like, what the fuck, bro? You probably be pissed, bro.
Yeah.
People don't see things like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really see things like that. That's why I treat my animals with a certain respect, too.
Of course.
You know, like...
I mean, yeah.
Like, what would you do? How would you feel if you had a human who didn't fucking care about you, kicked you around all the time, this and that, you know what I'm saying?
And feed you, like, you starve, go thirsty.
Exactly, you know? So I treat my animals like the best I can, to the best of my abilities, you know?
Yeah.
And give them all the love that I feel I have. Or maybe I have more. I don't know. I haven't discovered it yet. But
yeah, man.
I try to give them the best life.
I agree.
You know, because they shouldn't even be here. They should be free. Really, we're all captivating them,
enslaved,
altering their natures and shit.
Codependent.
I mean, at least make it so it's a loving nature here, and you got a good home and stuff. You know, that's what it is. Damn, I was far away from the mic. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a huge difference. Wow, what am I doing with myself? Come on, Shen. Where are you at? Fuck. I need to blow my nose.
Do your thing, bro.
I'll be right back. I shall return real quick.
Yeah, no, I agree though with pets and stuff because yeah, man. I mean, they're caring creatures for the most part, and I mean, like with my dog, and I mean, and I mean they're.
You don't go just sit on your dog while he's sitting on the couch. You know what I'm saying? You don't just go.
Yeah,
You know who you respect. You sit next to him.
Yeah, they're and like I said, like they help us. They look out for us, and you look out for them. Like they're a lot of the time, like even like dogs, they're guards. They're that's like their nature. Their instincts is like that of a wolf. Really, they're. I mean that's where they all come from. They originate from wolves. So I mean, yeah, no, I love dogs though, and I mean, yeah, if you're an asshole to dogs and like treat dogs bad, you're a horrible person, or any sort of animal. Because I mean, hey, they're helpless, and I mean in a way, compared to us, like in what we can do, and so I mean, yeah,
We've domesticated them. You know what I'm saying?
For most of them, yeah.
Well, the ones we have in our homes for sure. They've completely almost submitted themselves to us, so we should treat them, with care, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like they're really vulnerable. Like, why would you, I don't know, why would you hurt something that's really not trying to harm you or not trying to hurt you, That's how I see it.
I agree. Yeah, it's sad. It's,
Some people don't deserve pets.
Yeah, some people don't deserve pets. They're hurting. They need to fix themselves first.
Yeah, for real, bro. Don't take it out on your little puppy or your
sad,
cat, bro. No, it's just disappointing.
Yeah, it is.
We got better things
animal
to
abuse.
do.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's some real shit, bro.
Yeah, don't abuse your animals, people.
Never.
It's a public service announcement from the sector.
Yeah, for real. Make sure you listen.
Yeah.
We might have to put it. We're gonna have to broadcast it live across the whole globe.
Get a commercial out.
Public service announcement. Make sure there's no animal abuse going on.
No abuse. Period. Existence will take you out. And karma's waiting for you.
Right.
Waiting around the corner for your ass.
Karma's right at your door.
I hear that rap on the door. Like, knock, knock. Who's there? Karma. Yeah, man. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes you have to give karma.
Sometimes.
You have to be the vessel of karma.
You have to be karma. Right? That shit's so funny, bro. It's funny because I was all thinking, because I was like, we're kind of on a serious note right now. I was like, it'd be nice if you got to lighten it up a little bit. And then he said that, and he was so just I was like, perfect. He said the perfect thing, man.
So, this here is that day glow again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Well, that's just dang.
Yeah.
I got this Durban Kush.
Durban, huh?
Durban Kush.
Straight out of Derbia.
I don't know where it's from. Essentially, it's a cross strain of like Durban Poison and another one. I forget which one, but yeah. I could not find Durban Poison. Like, I've had 2 strains that they said were Durban Poison.
No, they lied. Liars. Could you find Durban Poison?
Just like you can't find Sour Diesel.
Oh, right. Not the way it used to be. Definitely not the way it used to be.
Dude, it's not. Yeah, it's not sour diesel, bro. It's not the same.
Yeah, the way it
It's
used to be
not
was
the
crazy.
same. Especially Durban Poison. Durban Poison is a natural. It's a natural one. It grew by itself. You know, in nature, and so that had its own properties that were just Durban Poison. If you had Durban Poison, you knew. Every time I've had Durban Poison, you just know. The only time I've ever gotten Durban Poison and I knew is from trees. Shout out to trees. Real
Check
talk.
out trees for Durban Poison.
They don't have it much anymore. But a couple years back, they did. Yeah, man, I haven't. That's my favorite fucking weed, bro. And I can't even find it anymore. Because that shit's natural. It grows naturally.
Interesting.
And it's a freaking sativa.
Yeah, I'm a sativa guy myself. I prefer sativas to anything else.
Yeah, me too. Me too, actually.
Or sativa hybrid, preferably.
Yeah, preferably. Yeah, I don't want to go to sleep too much.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, indicas just put me to bed, bro.
You know, I've come to a certain point in my relationship with sleep.
With my sleep.
It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, well, especially because I work nights and stuff too. You know, it's hard, and you know, I switch my schedules. So like, when I work nights, I'm sleeping during the day. Like when I'm off, I sleep during the night, and so it's, I don't know. I feel like I sleep enough, you know, and what I get is what I get. I mean, sometimes I want to take a nap, and I'll take a nap, but you know, other than that, it's like, you know, I get enough, and that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to sleep more.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how I feel too, bro. Like, sometimes I sleep in. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to sleep in.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't. I get up like early, bro. Like 4 or 5, 6. You know,
Yeah, sometimes I don't go to bed to that time. That's my problem. And then I'm like, I'm trying to get up at 8.
That's crazy.
Right? It's fucking crazy. I know, man. It's stupid. It doesn't work.
Loco.
Sometimes I used to be better at it when I was young. I used to be able to go to sleep late, get up early. And nowadays,
You need some death wish, bro. If you had some death wish, you'd be good. That's all you need.
nah, it's the initial wake up. I need to just get up. Because the first time I'll wake up on time, and then I'm like, oh, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. I've gotten to the habit of just throwing myself out of bed. Like, as soon as, like, that alarm goes off, like, I literally just get up.
That's what I used to do when I was a
I
kid.
have to.
When I was younger, I used to just always jump out of bed. Everybody used to tell me, like, what the fuck? How you just jump out of bed? How this much energy? It's because I just jumped out of bed and I just brought it out. I did that for a long time. What
Knew
the
it.
heck
I
happened?
fucking knew it.
What the hell? It died?
Yeah, I died. No, anyway. You jumped out of bed?
Yeah, but it's funny because I used to always wake up Ronald in the morning, right? Jump on his bed. Freaking jump on him. You're like, what the fuck? How do you wake up with this much energy, man? Just like, I just do. And then I don't know, I guess. Actually, I know what happened. I stopped waking up early. I started sleeping in. And started getting lazy. I just stopped doing that. Exactly that. Just jumping out of bed.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Because I know, bro, if I lay there any longer, I ain't getting up. Like, I'm going to miss that next alarm, or because I don't have no next alarm after that. Or if I do, there's, I'm going to miss it. And, yeah. And then when I get up then, it's going to be too fucking late. Like, I got to get up, get ready. It's like, God damn it. Because the way I have it set up, I got to get up, like, right then. If I don't, it throws the whole funk off. Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah, it does. All the time. Sometimes I can't even do certain things. Because I've been freaking sleeping in. I'm like, fuck. You're whack.
Yeah.
I gotta go to work now. It's 11 o'clock. It's like, dang, I was gonna fucking I was gonna do some laundry. Not no more.
Just gonna have to wait. Postponed until further notice. Yeah, it's really interesting. Honestly, like I try to do a lot in the short amount of time. Because you can do so much if like you're moving with precision and purpose.
Exactly, bro. Like it's just not hard. Like that's one thing I've been, because a lot of times we just push it off, and I'm like, I'm working on hammering in my head. This only takes a few minutes. This only takes a few minutes right here. This only takes a couple minutes to freaking sweep up this kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This takes like 10 minutes for me to do these dishes right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do that shit. Like it's not that big a deal. When you break it down, it's easier to work with. You know what I'm saying? So, and especially like I was telling, like when Mia was here, I was saying like, so I'll do maybe my kitchen and I'll vacuum the living room, like that. But I won't clean my whole house all at once, because sometimes that's a little much, But you gotta clean still, So if you break it up, and then you do this in the morning and do the rest of it like later on after you get off work or whatever, boom, your house is clean.
Yeah.
And it's not even that hard either. I know sometimes it's a lot to clean, bro. Honestly, like a lot. Cleaning just seems like a lot sometimes. It takes energy.
I think we make it so big in our minds though too. In our head, we make it seem like, it's such a huge thing to do. It's the whole house. But like you said, if you break it into increments, like start here, move to here. Like you don't, like a book, you know what I mean? Like you don't read the whole book at once. Like, it's a big ass book. But
you look at the book, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't read that.
It's literally one word, one sentence, one page, one chapter, one page. Like it's
the same shit, bro. You're just reading.
Yeah.
It's just more reading.
It's just a lot.
It's just a lot. It's a lot of reading.
That's all. Yeah. Read a book, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Read a book. Pretty please. Put a cherry on top.
That'll give you some endurance. Read some fucking Stephen King. Like this guy.
Just a little Stephen. Get his smallest book.
Smallest book. I think I have some of his smaller books actually over there.
I think of his I'd like to read next, The Mist.
The Mist. Interesting.
Yeah, man. I was telling you, I started reading that Four Agreements. Interesting stuff, man. I'm dreaming. It's living the dream, bro. It gives that phrase to me a whole new meaning, which is interesting.
I know, bro. You see, and that's one thing too. These cultures have been doing this for forever, for centuries. They've been living this dream, dreaming the dream, and that's why a lot, like, if you come into contact with natives and shit, sometimes they be looking down on us. Like they see a lot of people, like, if you don't know certain things or if you don't like present yourself a certain way, they'll see you as primitive, and barbaric.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny because they were the primitive and barbaric ones, right? No, but they had all this wisdom and knowledge, bro. Like, we just acted like,
yeah, bro. It's just
it was nothing,
Just because wealth, they perceived wealth differently, They had this certain
their wealth was their people and their culture.
Yeah, different things. Not this. Well, because that's the thing too. Money it's always been the value we assign it. Just like then, they gave this certain commodity a value, and they sought after it. And these people from a different culture, probably saw it differently. They did see it differently. And it's sad, bro. the way that it's the way that we treat them, or they've been treated, like with the reservations and everything, and like it's, and I've known a lot of Native people, and shout out to my brother at Panakusat, and it's interesting, bro. Like, just the reality, what happened, and just even like today, and yeah, it's wild, but kind of like to go to the other point of like, just even like perception, it's like, yeah, we perceive them because of what the media showed us and what the stories we read and stuff, and like it's not that. It's always more than, there's always more to meet the eye, and like, once you get to know people and learn like people's history, like even like Kilo and Frank, like people, like we're all humans, man. We all have different upbringings and histories, but we're all human beings, man. Like we all have the same blood, the same things that keep us alive, and as long as we like understand that, we can just achieve more and get past like this simple thing of just skin color, bro. It's so stupid, really.
Yeah, it's just different shades of gray.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you were closer to the equator. That was your I hate you. You know what I mean? It's like shit's stupid. Like
right?
It's a wild world, man. Once we can learn to love each other more, we'll achieve so much more, man.
Definitely.
It's everyone's just so scared.
No, for sure. I mean, life's scary, but what you gonna do? Be scared your whole life? Not do shit?
So I mean, fear, it has its place. It's part of our instincts. But I mean, yeah, it shouldn't be crippled.
Yeah, that's interesting. You say that. Everyone's scared. And because my teacher brought it up the other day about, he's like, why is everyone so scared to show love and like to love each other? And it's real, because like dudes, like for instance, it's kind of, it's been awkward for it's known to be awkward for dudes to be like, oh, I love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love you, bro. Like,
love too low.
But I do love you. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit,
Yeah, man.
But and that shouldn't be weird. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have that type of preconceived notions. Like I don't understand why either, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know what's so gay about love. No offense to the community. No, you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say anything like that, but I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's what's
that's why no one wants to be like that. Obviously, because it's this. It might seem like this, or it's awkward this way, or
And it's interesting because that's what it talks about in the photographs too. Like it's what society's dream. Their dream. Well, the original dream, was of a white picket fence, all white America. Where everything's fine and dandy.
Everyone's trying to follow that dream, right?
The American dream, and but times have changed. Like I was telling you, we're in a new era. Like this isn't, this isn't the boomer generation's, future anymore. I mean, their futures came, and now we're in it, and now we have a new future. Things are changing, and we have to progress and keep going forward.
Exactly. And that's why I still say this is controversial, but the Bible is not finished. We're still writing it in our days. Like that, if that all happened already, right? If that all happened already, that can't be all of the prophecy. There's no way it's all written. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know really, but
yeah,
I just see it's not finished. Life isn't finished. I mean, if that was the story, if this is the story, right? That's life. The Bible speaks about God and life, and that's life, and that's all that life is what's in the Bible. There's no way. There's more to it.
Yeah, there's always more to it. And I think they're, in my opinion, they're important lessons in parables of, ways to be, of moral compasses, for the most part, because in all reality, the King James version, the yada yada version, it's, they're edited versions, that dictator saw fit to either, take in, cut out, make their own, so it would keep their people, the way he wanted them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what I mean? So, in reality, that's why I say, there's lessons and stuff in it. It's good to read them and understand them. And, get, like I said, perspective, or like you said, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't discredit the Bible at all. Yeah. I'm just saying there's more to it.
Yeah, there's definitely more to it.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, it's all interpretation.
I love the Bible, honestly. Like, I read it, and I get a lot from it,
Yeah, man, I've learned a lot. I love the story of Saul and Paul, and it's, there's great lessons in it, it's just, it's not, like, why did it end? That's it. Like, that's all the lessons. That's, God's gone. Like, what, nobody can, like, that's the weird thing too, like, communing with God, I mean, like, if someone, like, were to go out there and say, oh, I've spoken with God, they say you're crazy, and, like, and
I talk to God every day.
And it's interesting, like, like, it's a weird paradox, because, I mean, I don't know.
This is how you see things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people don't see it like God is everything. If God's supposed to be everything, then you're God, and I'm talking to God right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does that not make sense? Like, I don't know. If God is everything, and He's all there is, there's nothing outside of Him. We see God every day, and we don't even know it. We just don't even see it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're looking at God. We're looking right into the face of God. Right here. Right before our eyes. We are staring face to face with God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just really, it's all perspective, bro. And I don't know. I don't know exactly why people see it certain ways or whatnot. But
yeah,
it's just perspective.
Definitely, bro. I agree.
Life's a trip, though.
Yeah, one day at a time.
Yeah, what gave me a little more perspective on like conversating with God like that is that the book Conversations with God.
Yeah.
So yeah, read the book Conversations with God. If you feel drawn to it, that's a message. Message. For real though, it's a good book. Good book. There's 4 books now. There used to be 3 originally, but there is a 4th now. And yeah, it's all about this guy. He was asking God questions, and then he wrote God a letter, I guess, and then he got answered back. Started writing back.
Interesting.
So in this whole book, the series is his conversation and what God tells him.
Interesting.
And what God writes, and their conversations and the questions. The first one's based off of like personal growth. The second one's based off of like the planet, like the planetary, like growth, and like the problems on the planet. And then the third one, I haven't read it yet, but it's supposed to be like the whole collective species, pretty much. I forget exactly. No. All right, the first one, is personal issues. The second one is global issues. And then the third one is supposed to be it's supposed to talk about aliens and shit.
Interesting.
I haven't read it yet. But my dad's read them all. They're pretty good. I read the first.
Father Tony. Check out the Tony episode.
Oh, yeah. That crypto. I finally got a new phone. My charger port, remember how I told it?
Oh, you got a new phone?
Yeah, my charger port went out.
Oh, snap.
Well,
What is this iPhone? What?
it's not exactly a new one. It's the same one. It's just a replacement.
Oh, well, that's good. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. How's that been?
It's better.
Heaven?
It's a lot better. I can hear my speaker now.
What?
My speakers are going out. It's crazy.
Oh, that's tight. Now you're back in business. Man.
Have you started getting to the agreements yet, or did you just start like the introduction, or
So I just
like have you got to the first agreement?
no, I'm on it now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not ready yet. I'm about to
Okay.
read it. I did like the introduction and then like that first chapter. Talking about, the dream.
Yeah.
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 It's good though.
And the Toltecs and stuff talks
Yeah.
about them.
It's
A
already
little bit of their philosophy.
cracking eggs of knowledge, bro.
Yeah, they're dope. I have like a couple different Toltec books.
Nice.
Yeah, they're tight. I got some Don Miguel Ruiz, and I also got this other one, Theun Mares,
Interesting.
Return of the Warriors. It's a good one. That's a good one. It has like a series too. It has like 4 books to it. I have a lot of series books.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's good. Those are fun, when you can have multiples and get more story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like that, Return of the Warriors. That shit's pretty good. Let's see.
Well, all right. We're at 53 right now. You want to go ahead and call it?
All right, brother. So, I guess if you could like, share, and subscribe, tell your friends, show some love. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. We much appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful and blessed week. Until next time.
Peace and love.